you have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Trey Turner at the plate.
Leading off for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
Fastball for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch. Good look.
Oh, that got him.
First base.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Schwarber with some impressive production lately. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string.
There goes the runner. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out. Here comes Bryce Harper. Golden opportunity right here. Fouled off. He was late. And fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
There's a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And a curve is down and in.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Tosses across the first. Third out. Phillies leave a couple. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. This is Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's too low. And the count's even at 2. Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Bounced up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires to first on the run. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Hitting a ton of homers this year. Second most in the National League. Runner on the go. Man at first, one away. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. High fly ball out to left field. Schwarber in pursuit. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting fourth.
And let's take a look at the lineup. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Nick Gonzalez.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. When he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency. That bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Just off the outside edge, and 1-1. Lau with a homer in his last game. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one to first. And that is that. Back here at PNC Park, 2nd inning set to go. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Alec Bohm stands in now and watches strike 1. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. It's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Now a fly ball to right center. Cruz on his way over. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the 2nd. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Spencer Horwitz.
Luzardo back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And ball 1. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's outside. Into center and a base hit.
Nick Gonzalez continues his hot cut. Oh my.
And now, Valdez.
And the power hitting rookie is up to bat.
Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
I like this rookie. Come on, let's drive him in.
And that one fouled off.
10 games, 4 home runs in the last
game. The go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Two outs. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball.
3.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So, no. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Turner in his 11th season, 31 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Top of the 3rd, no score. Out towards right center field. Dives and it gets by.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering is down low.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with.
Turner runs. Line drive. Caught. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Pittsburgh as we go to the last of the 3rd. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Joey Bart. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Hit in the air, left field. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Next is the Pirates DH. Reached on an infield single his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Real Muto throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Fought off foul. One out and a runner at second. High fly ball right field. Garcia settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And a pitch. This one belted.
Let's go, Zuna.
On its way.
Power hitter.
And now they're out front. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Lau in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Hit in the air, center field. Marsh sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cannonball coming. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Schwarber. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one clips the outside corner. 0-2.
2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you've got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Nope. Ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that one is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that one is off the top of the wall into second, and he's got it double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
JT Realmuto steps in. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that drops in for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but
Now
found
back.
a way.
Third
Fastball
base.
pretty much
Alex
middle,
Bohm.
and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Boom. In the box now. No balls and a strike. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
No.
Yeah, it
Inside.
is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Spencer Horwitz.
That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Back up the middle and a base hit.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Jared Triolo digs in now. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss as he was late.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. The relay to third. Now he tries to get back, but he can't.
Now batting, number 85.
At the plate, Valdez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Movement in the bullpen. Jonathan Bolin appears to be getting loose. Banks also getting ready. Next offer in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And that's down and away. Triolo at second. Gonzalez over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's Joey Bart now. Struck out swinging his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track.
I would have scored, though.
So they strand a pair. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Pirates 2 and the Phillies. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ash back to work. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one misses. 1-1.
You know, these Phils being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
The 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking. Here's Turner now. 1 for 2. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the fifth. Strike 3. Got him swinging. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. This is Bryson Stott. That catches the corner.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Out to short. Gonzalez gets it to first, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia, and they trail it here 2-1. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And now it's 3-2. Swings and misses, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. Homer number 25 of the year. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jesus Luzardo out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
pitching for
Tanner
Philadelphia.
Banks gets the call from the
Number
pen.
58.
Still pretty early in the ball
Tanner
game,
Banks.
so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario
Ball one.
might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Next
Ball,
offering
that's too high.
upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too
One
high.
strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
The count's full.
Here's a rocket out to left. Schwarber snags it for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there.
Two really good back-to-back
No ball, 2
sliders.
strikes.
Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that
Nope,
one is
that's
inside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Well, no surprise with this decision to delay the game. The rain is here, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. And we're going to have to sit tight, Chris.
Yep, Hoog, I don't see a break in the storm coming anytime soon, and I've got my 499 weather app, which is pretty trusty, and the radar says it's going to stay this way for at least another hour. So if that's the case, get ready for some new pitchers to take the mound when we get back.
What the? How do I go back?
We welcome you back with good
Now
news. The
pitching
tarp is
for the
off the
Pirates.
field. And it's done raining here at the
Number
ballpark,
72.
so we can get
Ball,
back to
that's
action.
down.
Isaac Matson comes into the game after about an hour-long delay,
Oh, it's a
and we're all
rain
ready to get
delay.
it going again. The 1-0.
That's out.
2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Game was stopped for an hour.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's
ball, 1 strike.
internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
2-1.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swung on, popped up left side. Triolo has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6 and the 5, 6, 7. The Turnpike Series continues now. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. That's a base hit.
Spencer
So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jared Triolo getting ready to hit. That's towards center. Marsh under it. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. He's 2 for 2. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at PNC Park. And now it's JT Realmuto. That misses. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
1-1.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Off the mark there. Now 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 3-2.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat.
I'm gonna take him out.
That was very patient. And it paid off.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 41, Mike Clevenger.
And here's Sosa to the plate. Hard hit to third. Slings it across, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kerkering.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Valdez leading things off and takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado getting loose out there. Keller warming up as well.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And
Ball
1-2. And
Ball,
misses
that's
inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Pitch misses. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard. Joey Bart now at the plate. That one misses. That's 5 straight. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's one down. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And there's a foul ball. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Schwarber ranging back. Out of here!
Yes!
Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a couple
2nd home run of the game, 26th home run of the season.
And now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
I think it's the first game where I hit 2 home runs in one game.
Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 away with nobody on. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Backed off the plate that time.
Aye. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready to begin the 8th, and now for the Phillies, Trey Turner.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Next offering is downstairs. That's to 3rd. Turner is out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Stott in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This one high in the air to left center. Cruz. And makes the grab. 2 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Phillies go down.
Now pitching for Philadelphia.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Alvarado.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Wow. The leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1.
Ball. Down.
That one ripped, but foul. And now the count is even. That one is absolutely belted.
Let's go, Brandon Lowe. Oh, Brandon Lowe. That team is hot right
his
now.
19th home run of the year. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
On the left.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Marsh grabs it on the run. Pittsburgh doesn't often get enough praise as a baseball town, but you think of all the greats who have been Pirates like Honus Wagner, Willie Stargell, Roberto Clemente. It's pretty amazing. Up next for the Pirates, Jared Triolo. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
And talking about that Pittsburgh history. Boog. Don't forget the great Negro Leaguers of the Pittsburgh Crawfords and Homestead Grays. Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, Oscar Charleston, Buck Leonard. The list just goes on and on.
Ball.
Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. Got the out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. Inning over. Pirates tack on one more on the solo home run. We go to the 9th, and now now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Bryce Harper. Clevenger back to work. Rip towards third.
No.
Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
He's 2 outs away. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Clevenger. In his 9th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2011. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Now batting.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And digging in for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto.
0-1's the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1
Inside,
there.
ball 1.
1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. And there's a strike. Close, but called a ball. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one the other way, and foul ball. That one to first, but it kicks foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings through it for the K. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2 is the count.
One strike away. Bounce to the left side. Gonzalez. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates have won 4 in a row.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
The 4-2 home run. With Braxton, Bobo. Nice pass off forwards. Damn, Shohei has 65 RBIs. Oh my god. Joey Bart hit a home run. Damn, that's my first ever 2 home run game. Oh, I hit 2 home runs here. April 18th. Well, I didn't get the win here. I went 0 for 5. Oh, I hit 2 home runs at Dodger Stadium. I was the only. Wait, did we get swept, bro? Home run game. Let's bring down there again. The home run. Oh shit, I gotta go to sleep.